Hi, welcome back. My name's Carrie, and for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. For anybody who's coming back, welcome to you as well. Hope everyone is staying warm out there, and if you're affected by this winter storm, I hope it's not too bad in your area. For us, so far, it's been a lot of nothing. We've got some ice, but that's about it. Ice and a couple inches of snow, but nothing Armageddon-like as we were told. So that's a good thing. Anyway, for everybody who's new to the channel or has been watching for a while, there is a new frequency coming through that I've been told is Jonah, which is a compendium of angelic frequencies. So I'm going to be allowing them to come through. I'll go into trance here in just a second and allow them to use my voice to share whatever message that they deem fit. If you haven't watched the first episode from yesterday, you might want to do so. It explains why and how this could resonate for you if it does, and also explains why it may not if it doesn't. So it might be a great place for you to start. Otherwise, I've been told I'll be bringing these through daily, so that's my goal, is to get out a daily video for right now. I've been told this is for a short term, but I don't know how long, so we'll see. Obviously, they've got something that they want to be sharing with the collective, so I'll just get these out as much as I can and hope you enjoy it. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to drop me a comment. I will get to those as soon as I can. And my goal here is just to answer the call as it's been given to me, and also to share in any way anything that I've been through in my journey, or share any knowledge that I have, so that this process can be as easy as possible for those of you who are new to your spiritual awakening or the ascension process. I know for me, it was a little bit scary at the beginning. So if I can help in any way with any of that, I am happy to do so. So welcome, enjoy. Hopefully there's something here for you. And if there's not, that's okay. Feel free to scroll on by or go to the next video. But if you're here for the long session here, I appreciate your time and I hope you get something out of it. All right, I'll just close my eyes here for just a moment, take a moment to connect, and then we'll see what they have to say today. Thanks. This is Jonah. We come to you again today to discuss with you what it is that is happening for the collective at this time, and to hope to bring information for those of you who are new to your spiritual awakening process. As this one has advised, we are here to help you through this process with as much ease and grace as possible, and to allow for those of you who are new to the ascension to understand what is before you, and to be able to move through this period with as little fear as possible. You may feel as if you are on an island all to yourself, that there are no others in your immediate circumstance that you can discuss what may be happening to you, what you may be feeling, what you may be seeing in your private environment. However, we are here to advise that this is not the case. You are not alone. There are many, many others who have come before you in this process, and though they are still on the ascension journey for themselves, as they have moved through much of this already, they can and will assist you in sharing information, in decreasing your fear, and in advising what is to come. There is much to learn throughout this process for those of you who wish to do so. However, it is not imperative that you do. The ascension process, converse to what many will tell you, is something that will happen naturally for those who wish to be a part of it. For many, this is something that you have contracted to do in this lifetime, to move forward in this ascension process with the earth itself. That is what is happening now. And if you are here on earth at this time, it is likely that you have this in your contract. For those who are not interested, many of them have left the planet already, and some others, yes, will be leaving the planet in the near future. This is not being advised to cause fear or discomfort in any way. It is just to allow you to understand that the vast majority of you who are hearing these words are going to move through this process easily and fluidly, regardless of whether you do anything or do not. You can actually maintain a high level of frequency and vibration and allow yourself to move through the ascension process without much attention being paid. For others of you, you will be more easily led by those who wish to advise that there is day-to-day communication that needs to happen on your part, or day-to-day guidance that is necessary. And we are here to advise you that this is not the case. The ascension process is not a difficult one, and it is something that will be handled by your body in a way that will allow you to move forward in time, regardless of what you do in your day-to-day environment. There are many right now who are using the ascension as a means of building influence, building businesses, getting money from others, and in some cases, there is reason to do so. In other cases, however, there is not. There are scrupulous practitioners out there as well as unscrupulous practitioners out there. And if you feel it necessary to be guided through this process, to be helped in some way, there are many who can assist you who have your best interests at heart. Unfortunately, because you live in a current third dimensional reality on Earth, there are also many about who do not have your best interests at heart. How then do you protect yourself from those who may take advantage? You check in with your heart. Every one of you here on Earth has the ability to discern what is true and what is not. That is an important point, and we wish for all of you to truly believe and understand what we are currently telling you. You each have the ability unto yourselves to understand what is true for your reality. If you are interacting with someone who does not have your best interest at heart, you will know if you tune into your own body, to yourself, for a brief moment. Tune in without distraction and ask the question, does this individual have my best interest at heart? You will hear an answer, whether it is a feeling in your gut or your heart or a voice that is in your mind. There will be something that happens in your body, in your mind, in your emotional center that allows you to discern whether or not the individual you are dealing with has your best interest at heart. This is the tragedy currently for most of you here on Earth at this time, is that you have been led to believe that you cannot trust yourself, that you are not a sovereign being, and that you need others to tell you how to live your life, what to do in every moment, whether something is good for you or not. You've been led to believe that you cannot rely on yourself, and this is simply not true. Now, we are not speaking to those, obviously, who are children and require guidance, or those that for one reason or another do not have the faculties and abilities and ability to make these determinations. However, for the majority, you are able to determine what is good for you or not whenever you wish to do so. We will use an example here for illustrative purposes. If you have been one who has had weight difficulties and has chosen to follow different diets in an effort to lose this weight, you may have come into contact with others who have used particular diets to lose their own weight. And for instance, you start this diet or that and expect that it will work for you because it worked for your friend. Unfortunately, you have found that for your particular body, this was not something that was intended to be healthy for you, and the opposite has occurred. You felt worse or you gained weight. This is because each individual body is different. You know this. You have seen this in your day-to-day interactions, and yet many of you still believe that because so-and-so did such and such, this is something that you should do as well. We caution you against this, especially now in today's day and age. There is much about that is simply not true, either for you or for anyone. There are many who wish to control others in some way, shape, or form that are choosing to use media, social media, or otherwise to gain the following necessary to share information that is not necessarily true. And in order to determine whether or not you are being manipulated in this way, it is simply a task of asking yourself, your body. You each have the ability to tune into what it is that you need, to tune into what it is that your body feels is right. And your bodies are much more of a center of knowledge than you have been led to believe. The energy that has been here on planet Earth for many years has changed recently, and many of you are aware of this. This is what is driving these ascension symptoms, and as this energy rises, it is increasing your own frequency and vibration with it. As this occurs, you may suffer with some measure of ascension symptoms. We will go into more detail on these in a future transmission. However, for now, we wish to only have you begin to play with your own discernment. When you listen to something such as this video, does it resonate with you? Do you believe it to be true? Does it make you feel good? Does it appear to be truth that you are hearing? You can do this with anything, with any measure of information that you come across. You can tune in to yourself and ask whether or not this appears to be true for you. Is this something that resonates? If it is not, move on, discard it. There is no reason for you to try to influence another to change their opinion. It may be true for them. That is another issue that you have all been dealing with in the recent past, is the belief that you must change everyone around you to believe as you believe. Think for one moment how boring your lives would be if you all had exactly the same opinion about everything. This is not the experience that you are here to have on earth, for each of you is different. You're different in everything that you choose to believe, and in one way or another, you are all having different experiences. There are some things that are true for many or all of you, and there are other things that are not. It is that simple. You can and should be allowing each other to have the freedom of thought necessary to move forward with tolerance for other humans. You are able to have different experiences. If something is true for you, then that is exactly what you need to focus on. If it is not, move on. Find another who is demonstrating something that you do find to be true for you. It can be that simple if you allow it to be. For now, we will leave you with these words and ask that you sit in this knowledge. Recognize if it means truth for you. Do you have the ability to zero in on your own discernment to find whether something is true for you or not? If you do, then we ask that you begin to use this skill, to practice this skill as you hear others on social media, as you watch news programs or otherwise, as you read an article or a book. What is it that is true for you? Begin to utilize these skills to understand your world in a different way and to recognize that these experiences, though different, are all equal. We are here with you. You are not alone. And we will continue to bring forth messages that will assist you on your journey. We wish you all a good day. That is all. Okay. A little out of it when I come out of these. They're kind of deep trances that they take me into for these transmissions. So hopefully that was information that is helpful for anyone who happens to be watching. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one, which will hopefully be tomorrow. So have a great day. Hope you all stay warm. Take care. Bye-bye.